Hey guys, welcome to my bathroom. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of like a get ready with me while I answer some questions that you guys have left me and while we just kind of like talk about life and stuff. It's really hot in here. Alright, first things first, I have to get my moisturizer. This is like my holy grail moisturizer. If you guys have not tried this brand, it's pretty great. But this is like a really good facial moisturizer plus sunscreen because I definitely want to protect my face. I grew up in Florida and stuff, so I feel like I spend a lot of time in the sun. So I know that I took like a little bit of a break off of YouTube, and that wasn't necessarily intentional. I just kind of didn't know what I wanted to do with my channel, and I was feeling super like uninspired. And it's kind of crazy because when I first started my channel a few months ago, I was feeling so inspired. Like literally, I had so many ideas. I was like, eat, sleep, breathe YouTube. Like I would go to sleep at night thinking about my next video, thinking about like what videos I wanted to make next, which is great, and it was awesome, and I pumped out a lot of content when I first started my channel. But then that kind of left me to crash and like experience this burnout kind of just burnt out and like couldn't think of any more ideas. Like I had to make sure I was recording. Like couldn't think of any ideas like what I wanted to film, and you know, it can be kind of hard sometimes, not to complain whatsoever, because obviously there's like a million harder things out there than creating YouTube videos, but it was like kind of a challenge for me to think of like a quality idea. It goes to show how much things change in such a short amount of time, because you'll go through seasons of being like so inspired, and then you'll go through seasons of being like, what am I doing? Like I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. Like you go through seasons in life, and that's okay. We kind of just gotta embrace that and know that that's completely normal. And that's what I was just kind of allowing myself to do. And now I've naturally gotten to the point where I have ideas and I'm feeling inspired again. And yeah, I also just want to make it clear that it's normal to have days where you don't feel like doing anything. And I'm kind of hard on myself because I feel like I have to be doing something all the time. Like if I'm not making progress on something, I'm literally feel like I'm wasting my life away. Like today has been a filming day for me, and I've been filming a lot, getting a lot done for my YouTube, which I'm super excited about. Like it took me all morning to edit this video, and now I'm finally just uploaded it. But I haven't done homework today, which I'm not even behind in my homework whatsoever, but I wanted to be ahead. But that's okay. I'm like, I've gotten good stuff done today, and I'm just gonna have to work even harder tomorrow when it comes to doing my homework. So now let's go ahead and get into some of the questions that you guys left me. Oh, I'm excited for this. I like answering questions. First, I had someone say how to attract the right guy, and I feel like it all comes down to how you think and your standards. Because if you don't have high standards, you're not gonna attract a high quality guy. And even if you do attract a high quality guy, if you're not in the right place with yourself and you don't feel like you truly deserve a high quality guy, you're probably going to end up pushing him away. So you really have to work on your own confidence, your own hobbies, your own self-esteem, and really getting to the point where you're single and you're like, okay, I am such a catch. Like I am such an amazing girl, and I have so much to offer someone, and I could really add so much to someone's life. I could really benefit someone so much, and not in like a conceited way, because that's not cute. Like being aware of what you bring to the table type of way. I'm not gonna settle for someone who is not going to A, appreciate what I bring to the table, or B, reciprocate what I bring to the table. And once you get to that point, you just raise your standards, and then when you start meeting guys, if they aren't, you know, like at your standard, then you just simply don't go for them. Yeah, you can give it a chance, like maybe go on like a little date or like get to know them a little, give it a chance because you never know. But if you are just not feeling the vibes, like if you're not attracted to the guy, if you aren't into them, like you don't like their personality, like whatever it is, like they just aren't right for you, don't force it, because nothing good is going to come out of forcing something. All right, next question is a really great question actually, and it says, how to not be overwhelmed by all the little things we have to do on a daily basis. This is a great question because this is something that I personally struggle with all the time, and I feel like I constantly just have so much on my mind. Like there's always something more that I can be doing. Like earlier this morning, I was feeling super exhausted and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to take like a little nap. And I laid down and I was just literally thinking about all the things that I could be doing. And I just got right back up. I was like, yeah, never mind. So I would say something that helps me tremendously is making a list. Like the night before, I will write down like all the things I want to get done the next day. So for example, today I wanted to like edit my YouTube video, upload a YouTube video, film a YouTube video, like really work on my YouTube channel. I always start the morning with doing productive things. Like I start every morning with getting out of bed, unloading the dishwasher, making the bed, like cleaning up the house, making sure the house is like clean and put together for the day. Starting off your day with productivity, because an object in motion stays in motion. Also, I would say waking up early is such a life hack, guys. It literally helps so much because when you wake up early, you get so much more done. Like this morning, I was really tired and I've kind of been sleeping in recently. I've been sleeping in until like 9, which is pretty late for me. Like Alex and I would wake up at like 8 o'clock latest when we lived in Florida. Today, Alex woke up at like 8 and I was thinking about staying in bed, but I was like, you know what? Just get up. Waking up early helps because it'll be like 10 o'clock and you're like, wait, I already got so much done. Do you have a skincare routine? Your skin is so clear. That is so kind. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on YouTube before, but I've actually gone through some really hard times with my skin. And I feel like this would be the perfect time to kind of like let you guys in on the experiences I've had with my skin. Let's dive into that. The story starts out my sophomore year of college. So I got off birth control. I was on it like late high school, like for a bit, like for like 3 years I was on it. The guy that I was dating, we ended up breaking up, like my first boyfriend. So I was like, why do I need to be on birth control? Like I'm not gonna be getting with anyone. Like I don't really have to worry about it now. Like why don't I just like get off of the pill? So I did, and I was so relieved when I didn't have any breakouts for like months. Like I literally thought I was in the clear. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like I successfully got off the pill. I have no acne. Like this is like so great. Well, I thought wrong, guys. Months later, like probably like 8 months later, I end up getting really bad acne, and it was right at the beginning of my sophomore year of college. Like literally right when I got there and was moving into my apartment was when my skin started breaking out, like actually crazy, like never before. Just like some little dots that were annoying, like it was actually cystic acne all over like the sides of my cheeks. I would get a lot throughout like my T-zone too. I have 2 really big cysts, like right here and right here forming right now, but like that happens to me when I get my period sometimes. This was just all the time. Like it wasn't just around my period, like it was all the time. At first I really tried my hardest not to let it get to me. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this get to me. I'm not gonna let this like take a huge toll on my life or whatever. But eventually at a certain point I was just feeling so insecure. And like I literally just didn't even feel like myself. I felt so depressed. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to put makeup on. I literally just wanted to sit in my bed all day and not leave the house, not have to worry about anyone seeing me. Didn't have to worry about putting makeup on or putting myself together or making myself feel good. Like it was just a really hard time, and it was honestly, I've never been depressed, but that was the only time in my life that I would say I've been like maybe depressed. I knew something was wrong with my face at the time. Like, I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to like be mean to myself, but I'm telling you guys, like, I didn't look like myself. And it wasn't just the acne, it was my actual face. Like, my face was so inflamed. My whole body was so inflamed. I'm a naturally really skinny girl, and that was the only time in my life that I was ever able to put on like actual weight. Not that I was fat at all, but like my face was just so puffy and so big and so inflamed. I had so many like pimples and so many breakouts, and I was so sad. And I was literally just desperate to do anything to get rid of my acne. So I came to the conclusion that my acne was obviously hormonal. So basically I had to focus on getting my testosterone down because it was way too high, and that's what was causing the imbalance, and that's what was causing me to have such bad acne. I went to my dermatologist and they gave me this thing, spironolactone, and it's basically just like a pill. It blocks the testosterone from secreting oil because the testosterone sends a signal to your oil glands to secrete more oil, and that's what causes your acne. That is how I cleared up my skin, and now my skin is so much clearer. Like, yes, it has bad times. I'm having like a little breakout developing right now. You can't like see it yet, but it's on the way. It's not perfect by any means, but it's so much better. So, all right, next question I received: how to heal from a relationship with an immature boy. We've all been there, we've all done that, girl. I get it. First of all, I would say just making it known that he is immature, like knowing that and like registering that like, okay, this isn't really like a me problem, this is like a he was immature problem. Just knowing that like everyone goes through those relationships, and it's all about like how you move forward. You can't change the past, you can't change the fact that you were with this guy. Don't regret the fact that it happened, just know that you can learn from it. You are going to be so much happier in the future because now you know exactly what to look for and what you don't want in a guy, which is that they're immature. You can say, okay, well, he was immature because of this, because of that, because of whatever, and now I know that that's not what I want in my next partner. Also, knowing that like every boy goes through an immature phase, you have to not take things personally. Guys mature later than girls, and that is a known scientific fact, so I'm not trying to like offend any guys out there or just like make things up. Like, that's a known thing. So half the time if they act a certain way towards you, it's not anything wrong with you. It's literally just because they haven't fully like matured, and their frontal cortex is literally just haven't developed yet. Just always try to be the bigger person. Sometimes you just gotta take the high road. You just gotta be the bigger person. A lot of the times it's good to block the person if they won't leave you alone, and if they won't stop beefing with you, or like you can't get them out of your life and you just want to move forward. Just cut them off. What was your biggest accomplishment and what's your biggest goal? Such a good question. Thank you for asking that. Also a really hard question to answer. I don't know if this is really like an accomplishment, but I think something I'm like the most proud of is how far I've come and how much I have changed mentally. I did not like think the way that I think a few years ago. A few years ago, I cared about going out, partying, drinking, boys. I just had completely different morals than I do now, and that's okay. Not ashamed of like the way I was in the past, because we all have to like start somewhere and we all have to learn from something. I have been maturing so much the past few years. I'm only 21, but I feel like I'm like a lot more mature than 21. I have made so many decisions that were different and difficult, and you know, other people my age didn't quite understand them, but I'm so proud of the decisions I've made. Like, just everything about me, guys. I've changed so much, and like my family notices it. Like, everyone that knows me, like, and has known me, I know notices it, and I've like lost a lot of friends because of it, I think, but it's not something that I regret or care about, because why would I want to be friends with people that don't want me to get better? But yeah, I'm extremely proud of myself and happy about that. And then my biggest goal, oh my god. I would say, to sum up my biggest goal, I just want to be a positive figure for people out there, a role model for other girls. I want to be someone who is brave, stands up for good things, who helps other girls to expand and succeed in my UGC career. Hopefully want to grow on YouTube, want to do something creative, probably start working on a clothing brand in the future. I have kids and a family and get married. I have so many goals. Thank you guys for watching. This is my finished makeup. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you thought about my responses and everything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.